Hi, I am Chef from International Institute of Culinary Arts, New Delhi. And today I am going to show you how to make tomato concasse. It's a very famous Italian sauce in which we blanch the tomatoes and prepare a tomato sauce from that. And for that we need some tomatoes. You should make sure for the tomato concasse your tomato should be very firm and it should be red in color. Okay. Then we need some vegetables, root vegetables, like we need some chopped leek, chopped celery, chopped garlic, chopped onion, chopped carrot, and some bay leaf and peppercorns. And olive oil, the key ingredient for tomato concasse, and as it will give you a very nice taste of olive and obviously a nice shine. I'll be using some oregano. You can use any other herbs like thyme. You can use some dry basil or maybe some rosemary, but I prefer oregano. So let's start with the blanching of tomato. For the blanching of tomato we need some boiling water. So water is boiling here. I will add some salt in this. Just wait for the bubbles. It should be visible. The water should be rolling boil. You can see here gas is quite high, and meanwhile I can just take out the eyes of the tomatoes. You can see how I am doing that. You need a turning knife for that so that it is easy to take out the eye. Water with the ice pack in that, and you must be thinking why I am keeping here I am keeping some boiling water and here some ice water. Big question, but you know, like while blanching the tomatoes the temperature will be very high, and to instantly cool down the temperature of tomatoes we need to shock them into ice water so that its boiling stops immediately and they will retain their color, their texture and all the nutrients. So now I am going to mark a X mark on the back of tomato. Make sure the mark should be like this. I am putting a X mark like this, but I am not inserting the knife in the tomatoes. Make sure the mark should be like this. It should not be a deep cut. Okay, my water is ready. Now I can put the tomatoes. I'll put the X mark on all the tomatoes. Now the water is perfectly on a right temperature to put my tomatoes in that. Okay, I'm putting the tomatoes. Now tomatoes need only 15 to 20 seconds for the blanching. It depends on the size of tomato and also on the quality of tomato. If they are well ripe tomato they will take a little less time, but I will prefer to use a little firm tomatoes because they will give you a very nice texture after the blanching of tomatoes. And also if you are using the blanched tomato in the salad, then again you need a crunch that won't be able to get from a very ripe tomato. Now I think 15 seconds is almost done. I'm just taking out the tomatoes and putting them into ice water. You can see the skin is coming out from the tomato. give them a bath of ice water for about maybe 30 seconds, just to stop the cooking process. Now take out the skin. You can use the same knife for taking out the skin. Again, the skin is basically of no use, but some chefs use the skin for a garnish purpose also. You can fry the skin of the tomatoes and make them crispy. They will look very nice and give you a very nice garnishing thing. You can see skin is easily coming out. Tomatoes are really nice, red in color and very firm. So that is a sign of a very good tomato, and also the technique of blanching is absolutely perfect here. Okay, now it's a time to chop the tomatoes and then we will use them in making tomato concasse. I think this is enough. Not using the last tomato. Now you need to chop the tomatoes. You can see how I am taking out the seeds of the tomato and putting it here in this strainer, so that I can take out all the juice of the tomato and there should not be any wastage. And the rest of the thing, like the tomato petal, I will chop them and use it in the tomato concasse. It's very nice preparation of tomato. You can use it in various dishes. For example, if you want to make a nice porchettas, you can make some tomato concasse. Just toast your French baguette and put concasse of tomato on it and serve as an evening snack. Or maybe if you want to make a nice pasta sauce, then again you can make a tomato concasse. You can puree that and you can use that in a tomato sauce for the pastas. And again, it is also very key ingredient of the brown sauce which we make in French cuisine. You know, brown sauce is the most widely used sauce in French cuisine because all the roast dishes are served with brown sauce and all the red meats are again cooked in brown sauce, whether you are roasting them or you are making a nice stew and you want to use as a derivative of other sauce, for example, chop the tomato. So we should chop the tomatoes, or you can chop the tomato roughly, because in that you can you are going to make a concasse in which the tomatoes will be crushed. So it is not necessary that you have to cut into a proper size, but it's up to you. If you want to cut in a proper size, then you can cut. You can see how I am chopping the tomato. And my other mise en place is already ready. I have already chopped the leeks, I have already chopped the celery, onion, garlic, everything is ready. Now the tomatoes are chopped and other mise en place is also ready. Now you can on your range. Be careful, it should not be very high. Otherwise your tomatoes and onion, garlic all will burn. This is the olive oil. I need to put some olive oil. It's time to put some garlic, some onion, bay leaf and the peppercorns. Okay, now it's time to put all the other vegetables. Make sure your onion garlic should not burn. It should only get golden color, not golden brown color. Now it's time to put your chopped tomatoes in. A pinch of salt, some dry herbs. As I mentioned, I am using oregano in it. Give a very nice taste. And I have already used black pepper in this. And if you want the concasse to be more peppery, then you can add some crushed pepper in it. This will be fine. Meanwhile, our tomato concasse is cooking. We can take out the juice from the tomatoes seed which we added here. These are only 4 tomatoes, that's why the juice is also very less. Otherwise, if you are using it in a bulk quantity, then there will be lot of juice. Still we got some. So now our tomato concasse is almost ready. And how will you find that tomato concasse is ready is the texture. You can see now concasse is almost dry. It is not at all liquidy. Okay? And you can smell a fine, nice, very nice aroma in this. Now it is ready. Now it's your wish how you are going to use your tomato concasse. Whether you want to use it in a bruschetta or you want to use as a sauce after grinding it, or maybe you can use on a top of canapé. Whatever. So this is it. This is our today's recipe, tomato concasse, and I hope you liked it, and do try it on your home and give me your valuable feedback. Thank you so much.